Hi there, I'm going to be reviewing the women's Blundstone all black leather boots. These are a size 5.5 in UK, which equates to a women's 8.5. And I typically wear between an 8.5 and a 9, so this runs fairly regular shoe size. So I would say get your true size. These are actually more of a regular width. I was expecting them to be a lot more wide, and I do have a narrow foot, and this seems to fit fairly well with my narrow feet. Again, these are an all leather upper with rubber soles. They also have two pull tabs here, which come in handy when slipping these on and off. And then it also has a removable insole that you can replace with your own. This is the one that it came with. I do have a high arch in my foot, and I feel like these are comfortable and that I don't need to wear specialty arches or specialty insoles. These retail for $219. I had purchased mine from backcountry.com and actually used first time buyer 20% off coupon for that. You can buy it at backcountry.com, you can buy it at REI, both online or in person, and then you can also buy them on blundstone.com as well. And I'm sure that there's other retailers out there that sell these. These are different from the 550 Classics. They're a little bit taller, which I preferred. And to be honest, I see a lot less of this style over the Classic 550s, which I also liked as well about these. Now, I had purchased these boots to go on a 2-week trip to Italy, where I was going to be doing walking all day, and it was in January of 2019, so I knew it was going to be fairly cold, but I wanted to make sure I had good walking boots. And so with a little bit of research, I came up with these boots. And one thing that drew me to these boots were the fact that they're hard wearing, but also that many of the reviews said that these would be good to go right out of the box, that you didn't have to break them in before wearing them for long periods of time. And jumping ahead, that is one of the two cons that I found with these shoes. I should have broken these in. I should have bought them sooner. I had gotten them 2 days before my trip, so I didn't get a chance to wear them much prior to, so I didn't know what I was going into. Turns out by day three, my heels felt like they were completely bruised. Every time I took a step, my heels hurt so bad. So I don't recommend going on a long trip without breaking these in first. It was a mistake on my part, and so please don't make the same mistake that I did. However, like I was saying, these are a hard wearing shoe. I've had these for a little over 3.5 years now, and I feel like they are still in such good condition. I'll show you quick what the wear looks like right now, so you can see that there's some scuffing here. The back is looking great. I would say this color right up here is about the black that it was when I purchased them. And then on this other boot, I do have a nick here that I've had for about 1.5 years, and it hasn't gotten any worse. It's not a big deal. I do use these for just about everything, whether that's camping, doing yard work, going to the store, hanging out with people. I always grab for these boots. They're so comfortable now that I've broken them in. For me, it did take about another month once I got home from my trip to, first of all, stop wearing them and get over the pain of my heel, but then to break them in completely. So after that month of returning, I felt like these were extremely comfortable. I still wear them all of the time. They've molded to my feet, and I have a lot of faith in these boots. I wear them if there's a slight drizzle or if I know it's going to be wet and mucky, because I'm able to just wipe all of that off. With that being said, I do clean these boots up about twice a season. If I get them really dirty or it's really muddy and gross out, then I will clean them an extra time after they get really dirty. I don't like to leave them really scuffed up for too long. And I use this two-step Lexol leather treatment. So we've got the cleaner here, and then after I go in with the lotion portion of it. I purchased this kind because based on Amazon reviews, everyone was raving about these cleaners for leather boots as well as some other leather products. So I went ahead and purchased that. I feel like right after I'm done cleaning them and putting the lotion on, they have a really good color to them. However, after the next day, they get dulled out again. With that being said, I don't want a pair of shiny black boots. Like, I like this color and this sheen that they have. So I'm okay with this cleaner, but if you're looking to have really polished up boots, I don't necessarily recommend using this leather cleaner. But I have been using it the last 3.5 years, and I appreciate it. I think it works good enough for what I want. And so the pros for me, again, I can wear them for just about anything, and I like that they're a little bit more high top compared to the 550 Classics, so I feel like they can be a little bit more dressier. But they also can keep my ankles a little bit warmer. I love the durability on these shoes. I feel like I'm going to be able to wear them for another 5 to 10 years as long as nothing really bad happens to them. And that's really what I was looking for when I was buying a shoe, because I didn't want to purchase a boot that would break in a year or so after they got really comfortable for me. And so I'm glad that these are broken in, they've molded to my feet, and I feel like I'm going to have them for many years. And so the cons, again, that breaking in part of it, but to be fair, I should have expected that with this leather boot. These are tough boots. They've got some weight to them. So you can expect to need to break these in. The other thing is having to keep up with them, cleaning the leather boots. But for me, honestly, it's not a huge deal. And that's, I was expecting that. That's what you have to do with leather boots. And so it's not a big deal for me to clean them a few times a season. And they're super easy to clean because there's not laces and things you need to go around. So the two cons that I have are very minor, and they definitely don't outweigh the pros for me. I feel like the $220 was worth it. I did, again, get that with a 20% discount, so a little less than $200. But even still, I would pay the full $220 if I had to, looking back, because they are worth it. They're going to last. And so if you're needing someone to tell you to buy these shoes, let me be the person to tell you, go buy the shoes. They're worth it, and you won't regret it. They're a great pair of shoes. For me, all year round here in Minnesota, I'll still wear them as long as it's not super hot. But late at night in the summers, or if I'm doing something a little bit more heavy duty, I'll wear these boots. So hopefully this helps, and good luck.